The art in this game looks insane. Silent Hill is back, but this time it's not like the Silent Hill games you remember. Instead of the foggy American town, we're going somewhere completely different. To 1960s Japan, where beauty hides terror and tragedy is waiting around every corner. And I honestly feel like there's been a lot of games centered around Japan recently. Maybe for a good reason. Today, we're breaking down everything you need to know about Silent Hill F before you buy. From its release date and platforms to its story, gameplay, creative team, and why this could be the most unsettling Silent Hill ever made.
You saved my life and laid claim to my soul. In turn, I shall save your souls by claiming the life of your old self.
So let's start with the basics. Silent Hill F launches worldwide on September 25th, 2025. You'll be able to play it on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC through both Steam and Epic Games. The standard edition comes in at a whopping $69.99 and the deluxe edition costs $79.99. Both editions will also be available with physical copies, which I love to hear. The deluxe edition will include the base game, a digital art book, and a digital mini soundtrack. And a pink rabbit costume, which is very random. Now this isn't a remake or a side story, it's a brand new entry into the series. Konami has said that newcomers don't need to play older games to understand this game at all. This is a standalone story, but if you're a longtime Silent Hill fan, you'll definitely notice the DNA of the series still lurking underneath.
An extraordinary day isn't always good thing. With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary.
One of the biggest shifts is the setting. Instead of familiar American-style town, Silent Hill F takes place in Ebisugaoka, a fictional rural town in 1960s Japan. At first glance, it looks quiet, almost idyllic, but as the story progresses, the tranquility pretty much rots away. Flowers bloom where they shouldn't, the streets decay, and the town itself transforms into a grotesque nightmare. And the choice of Japan isn't random. Konami wanted to move away from what they saw as westernized Silent Hill and lean harder into traditional Japanese horror, which will be really different for Americans who have played this game in the past. But that means there will be folklore-inspired monsters, unsettling beauty, and a kind of horror that's more psychological and cultural.
Good morning. That must have been some nightmare.
You'll be playing as Hinako Shimizu, a high school student who finds herself trapped in this nightmare. She's not a soldier, she's not a cop, and she is surely not trained to survive. She's just a normal girl, and that makes the horror feel even more raw. And if you know anything about the writer, you'll know what to expect. Psychological twists, gut-wrenching tragedy, and slow-burning dread that keeps you second-guessing on anything. They don't say expect a happy ending here. In fact, the trailers and content warnings suggest this game will dig into some extremely heavy topics such as bullying, child abuse, drug use, and discrimination, and of course, graphic violence. So for those of you who want a good story that is not sugar-coated, this will be the game for you. So how does this game actually play? Konami hasn't shown us every mechanic yet, but here's what to know. The gameplay sticks pretty close to the classic Silent Hill, a mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. You'll be uncovering clues, navigating creepy environments, and encountering monsters that are both physically grotesque and symbolically tied to trauma. Combat will be there, but it's not about power fantasies. Like older Silent Hills, it's about survival. You sometimes need to fight, sometimes you need to run, and sometimes you need to think carefully before you act, which is always great in video games. The developers have also teased a theme of beauty versus horror. The monsters, the environments, even the infections spread throughout the town, it all looks strangely beautiful, like flowers blooming where they shouldn't, but the closer you get, the more disturbing it becomes. And I'm really curious to see more about how this plays out during the actual gameplay. And you can't forget about the sound design. You can't talk about Silent Hill without talking about the original music that comes with it. The same people are back to do the music on this game. If you played Silent Hill 2 or 3, you know what they bring to the table: haunting melodies, industrial soundscapes, and music that lingers in your head long after you stop playing the game. Expect the same chilling atmosphere, mixed with some new influences to match the Japanese setting. If you combine this with everything else like the lighting, modern visuals, and environmental designs, you've got the recipe for some of the most immersive horror in years.
It's time to say your goodbyes. You're going to kill them with your own hands.
This game is being developed by Neobards Entertainment, a studio that's worked on titles like Resident Evil Resistance and other Capcom collaborations. This is their first big project since Silent Hill universe, but with Konami overseeing, they've been given a lot of creative freedom. Konami has also said that they want to use Silent Hill F to reintroduce the franchise to a new generation. It's not about nostalgia, it's about pushing Silent Hill forward while staying true to psychological roots, said Konami. This game has already been banned in a country once though, which is kind of crazy. It was banned in Australia after it was refused classification due to its graphic themes. That decision was later reversed, but it shows just how far the game is willing to push boundaries. And kinda as I stated earlier, official ratings confirm it will deal with extreme content, everything from abuse to torture, which is kinda crazy. So this isn't a horror game for the faint of heart. If you thought Silent Hill were disturbing, this one might take things even further. So should you be excited and should you buy the game? Based on everything we've seen so far, yes. Between the haunting Japanese settings, the influence of the previous writers and workers that were on the game, Silent Hill F has the potential to deliver one of the most terrifying and emotional horror experiences we've seen in years. The big question is, will it live up to the Silent Hill legacy? Or will it just be another misstep? I guess we'll figure out pretty soon. In my opinion, I think it looks great. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Are you excited for this bold new direction, or do you wish Silent Hill had stayed closer to its roots? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I am definitely excited about this game. I've been keeping up with it since it was announced, and if you want to stay up to date in the latest in gaming, don't forget to subscribe. I go live every Monday, pretty much deep diving into the biggest game news and hanging out with all of you guys. It's always a fun time and I'd love to see you there. Thanks for watching, and remember, in Silent Hill, beauty can be the most terrifying thing of all. AK out.